Consider the year 2026, the 250th anniversary of the United States. It is a milestone that invites a specific kind of mathematical perspective. If you divide your age in 2026 by those 250 years, you find the exact percentage of the American story you have personally witnessed. For a 50-year-old teacher, that is 1/5 of the nation's entire existence. This timeline is tighter than it feels. A 75-year-old man has lived through 30% of our national saga. We can bridge the gap to the beginning using just 3 or 4 overlapping lives. In the 1890s, the child grew up hearing first-hand accounts from aging Union Army veterans. Many of those soldiers were the grandchildren of the men and women who watched Thomas Jefferson pen the Declaration of Independence. We are separated from the Founding Fathers by only a few handshakes. This raises the central question of our history. How did the world change so much in a window this small? Within this short span of overlapping lifespans, the sheer volume of technological output suggests a specific kind of national velocity. Within its first century, the nation spanned the continent, using the transcontinental railroad to bridge canyons and connect 2 oceans with steel. By 1903, at Kitty Hawk, travel times that once took months began to drop to hours. Powered flight redefined the speed of human movement in a single afternoon. During the 1940s, this industrial capacity scaled up to produce a ship every few days, driven by a workforce that retooled the nation's shipyards for global conflict. Only 25 years after that industrial peak, Americans were walking on the moon and developing the early protocols of the internet. Moving from wooden plows to lunar landings in under a quarter millennium suggests a highly specific cultural operating system at work. While natural resources were a factor, they don't explain the speed. In the 19th century, while European circles were often locked in dense theoretical debates over the nature of man, American thinkers focused on the mechanics of the frontier. Thinkers like William James championed a philosophy called pragmatism. It turned away from fixed, closed systems and toward whatever actually worked in the real world. This prioritized facts and action. It drove individuals to invent the steel plow and the moving assembly line, tools built through sweat and practical engineering rather than abstract theory. But the American character had a second engine, a community-based moral conscience. It provided a framework of right and wrong that tempered pure, ruthless pragmatism. This ethical standard, preached from local pulpits, fueled the social movements that ended slavery and eventually brought an end to racial segregation. The coexistence of this can-do problem-solving and a deep moral sensibility provided the momentum for the nation's rapid growth. Both engines of the American character rest on a single foundational document. The Declaration of Independence combines these traits, asserting unalienable moral rights while demanding the practical, daily pursuit of happiness. These words only gained value because successive generations absorbed them and brought them to life through their actions in their own time. This brings us back to the math. Because the American story is so short, your own life occupies a significant percentage of the nation's entire existence. This history requires daily action to sustain. Every generation is tasked with carrying that practical and moral spirit forward into the next 250 years.